Hi again, everybody. My name is Yvonne S. with What the Freak movement, and What the Freak world. For years, I tried the nice guy approach. And I remember being in patterns myself. It was the 2x4s to the face that are what really woke me up to what the fuck I was doing to myself. And it took me a long time because I knew nobody could tell me anything. I wasn't listening to a fucking thing anybody was telling me. Why? Why was I so determined not to listen? And I realized a couple things, actually. One, every time someone, again, growing up the way I did, a lot of narcissistic abuse, and unbeknownst to them, because they were in patterns, just like their parents, and their parents, and their parents. And it doesn't matter what people say. From 0 to 7, we're observing everything. How to talk, how to act, how to respond to things. And so, looking back, it's like, no wonder I was doing the things I was doing, behaving the way I was behaving. And apparently your hell has to get bad enough to really make you want to look. To make you want to really look at what role we have in our own suffering. And people don't want to see it. And I get it, because I was there too. Because I see a perspective that most probably wouldn't even contemplate unless you've been in a place where, number one, hell was really bad, and it was figure it out or fuck it. And I've realized with a lot of my friends who grasp these things have had similar experiences and stories. Very similar to everything. Fucking stories. All of it. Stories we are telling ourselves. Stories we were made to believe. And are they true? Are they really true? And hell yeah, I believe they were. Hell yeah. It was so deeply ingrained in me. This is the truth. You don't know anything, so you need to listen to me or these religious leaders, or these government leaders, or these whoever I tell you to listen to. That's who you listen to and believe. About me, about how life works, about who God is, about what to listen to and what not to listen to, who to listen to and who not to listen to. I mean, it didn't matter what I did. Everywhere I went, it was a different story. It was so confusing. Because a lot of people had a lot of different stories about what's true and real and right and wrong and good and bad and okay or not okay. And So what is true? What's the truth? Careful what you ask. Ask and you shall receive. And I am grateful. I am so grateful for all of it. Because it woke me up to the ultimate truth for me. And it's a tricky word, let me tell you. Because one of the etymologies of the word truth, experience. Experiences. Why are experiences the truth? Don't you feel it when you go through it? Isn't it more than just knowing something? Especially when you go through trauma. You feel it, and it's not a good feeling, and you're like, what's going on? Well, imagine living in that environment and only feeling that way because of what you were experiencing in your environment, by who was in your environment, by their state of emotional being. That we feel and experience, and it becomes familiar, it becomes normal, and it's damaging beyond comprehension. And again, I'm not here to tell anybody what's true for them. I am here to say how many people have been dismissed, their experiences dismissed, disregarded, told wasn't true, what you felt, what you saw, what you experienced wasn't true for you. Well, long story short, when we're children, there was an Instagram I saw that the mom was filming the dad, and the mom asked the dad, "Honey, would you still love me if I'm fat?" And the child in the background spoke up and says, "But Mom, you are fat." What do you think happened? What do you think? Do you think they rewarded the child for being honest about what it was perceiving, according to what he's or she's been taught? And so going by what we've taught them, and they share their honest perception, what do we tend to do? Shut their truth down by telling them to be polite. That's not nice to say. The truth isn't nice to say. Our perceptions of ourselves and of others and of the worldview and of everything that we've been taught by people we trust knows the truth. By being polite and by shutting their honest perception of what they see and what they've been taught to see down, we have gaslighted them, and we have dismissed their, well, I'm a word nerd. Language is everything. And when I looked up the etymology of the word dismiss, it broke it down. Dis means shortening of, and miss is abbreviated for mission. We are altering and hindering their mission, their purpose of why they're here. And I know from experience, because I spent decades trying to undo the damage that's been done as a result of my being dismissed, my truth being shut down. In fact, not just shut down, the narrative controlled by people in trusted positions of authority that I grew up being told to trust. And what I was reading and what I was experiencing were not matching. And I felt it. And I felt it. Yet, if I tried to express how I felt, what do you think happened? I got punished for speaking my truth, my experiences, based on my perceptions of what I was taught the truth is. Talk about a mind fuck compared to who we truly are, beyond all these stories that everybody's telling, and that we're swallowing as truth about us, about who we are, about why we're here, about our mission. How the hell would they know my mission for being here? I know my mission for being here. And it's got nothing to do with anybody else except what I'm here to do. For me, for others, for as many as will listen. Because we've been lied to on a really deep level, and people don't want to listen. Why? Well, I realized. Why does the victim mentality exist? What does it do? Does it keep us from our mission because we were taught to dismiss ourselves? And then what do? Then we dismiss others. Why? Because when we don't even give a shit about why we're here, why would we give a shit about why anybody else is here or anybody else at all? And I didn't. I was so caught up in my own shit and my own stress and trying to figure life out because I wasn't really taught how it actually works. So I had to learn the hard way a lot. And I simply desire others not have to learn the hard way like I did. Just how powerful we are. When we want to find the truth, when we're really seeking the truth, we'll find it. And so that's what's interesting. Because I realized I've been guided to the truth, and that my emotions, my intuition was pointing to my true north. My emotions. And what was my emotional state? What was I attracting into my experiences? Lies. Why? Because I was taught to listen to the lies. So a bunch of bullshit was showing up in my life. And little did I know I was drawing it to me by being lied to about how we're creating our reality. And just how much of a role we have in what is showing up in our experiences. And a lot of, I guess this is going to resonate with people or not. And that's what's interesting about the truth. Our experiences are telling us the truth. And our emotional state is our emotion, energy in motion. So what we're believing, what we're feeling, what we're thinking, what we're focused on, what language we're using to shape our perceptions of ourselves and others, consciously or unconsciously, is determining what shows up because it's affecting our emotional state. And what does quantum physics, the observer effect, the double slit experience say? We are creating based on our perceptions. Our inner world is a reflection of our outer world. All the texts are saying it. But who's looking? Everybody's comfortable. Everybody's complacent and accepting their life as it is and where it is now. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Let them. It's their journey. Who are we to tell others what to believe, think, feel, say, or do for their journey and their experiences? We can offer guidance if they ask. And why are we so focused on other people's choices anyway? Oh, because we've been made not to trust our own choices. And we also don't want to be responsible and accountable for our choices, so we keep judging others when really we're judging ourselves because we've been taught to. By what we were told to believe. And who's been determining what we believe about our life and our world? Who are we taught to listen to? This is going to be a journey that I hope you'll come with me on, because I desire people to know their power. And yet, are you ready and willing to be accountable and responsible to wield that power and really discover how much control you can have over your reality and how to read it and see the truth for you, not for anybody else to tell you. Discover it for yourself through your story. And that's what we're here to help do. Discover that freak side. And what is the etymology of the word freak? Fierce, bold, brave. Yeah. So you're damn straight, I'm a freak. And come and join the freak show. Because we're going to have some fun. And we're already having fun creating. And so can you. When you choose, with your free will, what makes sense to you. That's going to determine where you are and where you choose to be. And it's all okay. Just realize how accountable and responsible we are for our choices. And if we're willing to do that, we figure out through our story, through what's showing up, oh, that's why that showed up. Why is this happening in my life? Why did this show up? Why did I have this experience? Why did I make that choice? Oh, I was made to dismiss myself and cater to others and shorten my mission in learning who I am and who I choose to be and what I choose to believe. And it is my choice and my right to do so without needing anybody's approval, because I'm creating my reality with my thoughts, my words, my emotional state, my frequency. So come have some fun and join the freak show. Let your freak flags fly.